Hey, what's up you guys? Gavin here. Today we are going to be talking about something I really appreciate and find, I don't know, more and more things to love about it. So, the topic today is mashups. And this is a music term, a music topic. So, yeah. The first couple of things that we're going to be talking about are the artists, the collection, the improvement, stigma, and then the mystery of the mashup. So yeah, the first thing we're going to be talking about is artists. Usually the artists that I've come across tend to be amongst like the, I guess they're not. The correct term for them is alternative, but I tend to call them emo. Like Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, 21 Pilots, Melanie Martinez, just to name a few. Arctic Monkeys, yeah. These are just a couple that I've come across that are really good. There's a couple other mashups, but they're more more leaning on remixes than mashups. And I guess I'll talk more about that later on in the video, but pretty much these artists have a lot of similar things about them. They tend to, the things that they sing about are amongst the same things. They tend to have kind of like a melancholy type of vibe to the music, so a lot of the music is really cohesive. It's able to collab with each other really well and not cause like too much friction, if you will. Sometimes they can be overpowering, but it's rare. Like I haven't really come across a really intense mashup or that was kind of like too much. I mean, there's some that aren't my favorite, and there's some that I really find extremely well, and I think that whoever made those could really, like, I don't know, they have a talent for finding songs that are really good together and work well with each other. Panic at the Disco and 21 Pilots has a really good kind of synergy when it comes to, these mashups. I feel like Panic at the Disco is a little more positive in the light than 21 Pilots is. So when these songs come together and they are both they play on the kind of, it's about this, but it sounds like this. So like 21 Pilots, a lot of their songs are really sad and droll in a lot of ways, but their music is so hyped up and, energetic. It can't really, it doesn't really sound that way. And same with Panic at the Disco. Their lyrics are actually really positive, and I think, I'm glad a lot of kids and people will listen to them, but they do kind of sound sad. They're not exactly uplifting in the sense that, I guess, music-wise, they're just kind of like, we're sad, but not really that sad because of reasons. So, yeah. I think Melanie Martinez and 21 Pilots kind of had a thing. I don't remember what it was called, but they too really did well. Melanie Martinez had a really, she has a really easy to kind of mesh things with it because of the fact that her music is not too, I don't want to say lengthy, but there's just a lot of empty spaces in her music. It's not bad. It's just sometimes how pop music goes, and it makes space for other songs to be put in there. And the themes and the tempo kind of really mesh really well together. Yeah. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is the collection. I'm going to elaborate on it, pretty much how these bands really come together and form this new song that is just a really creative medley of music. The first one is Addict with a Gun, and it's more of a mashup between 21 Pilots and itself, which is usually what I tend to look for when it comes to mashups. I usually look at mashups of specific songs that go well with each other, and this one really goes well with each other. Like the piano to Addict with a pen to the beginning of Gun, something, what is it called? Guns? Hands of Guns? I don't really know, I forgot what the title is. I know it has gun in it, but these two, it's just the piano with the opening to the song, it makes for like a whole nother atmosphere of what these songs individually have to offer. Because, you know, a lot of humans, we don't really have just one emotion. I feel like these songs are kind of made with just one emotion. Like either sadness or, you know, hopelessness or, you know, kind of, you know, the sense of craziness. And there's not really like a sense of like, you know, we aren't really made to just have one emotion at a time, you know? Sometimes we feel sad and happy at the same time, and it's kind of confusing. And when you put these two songs together that really have, you know, captured the feeling of sadness and madness, and you put them together, it just feels like, it feels human. It feels really human. It feels natural for some reason. And what I really like about mashups is that they take what, you know, a normal song would do and, you know, kind of pair it together. It's like certain songs have soulmates, if you will. And when you put them together, it just makes like this really beautiful, like, outcome, like a newborn baby was made. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. My voice is being so disruptive today. Anyway, I'm just gonna have to deal with it for right now, because I just can't. Anyway, so that's just one of the songs. There's a lot of them. I'll try my best to kind of maybe make a playlist and put a link in the description where you can find all my favorite mashups, because I think everyone should really listen to them and, you know, really take a chance with these songs, and maybe encourage others to make more of these mashups, because they are incredible, and they will change your outlook on, like, you know, people who are really big fans tend to do this more than like just regular people, in my opinion. And I think we should encourage these fans to really take pride in their passions like this. Okay, so the next thing we're talking about is The Improvement. Now, one of my favorite songs is a mashup between an Arctic Monkey song, Do I Wanna Know, and Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. Now, back to the topic, which is improvement. Jeez Louise. This song... Now, by improvement, I don't mean that the songs sucked on their own, because that's not at all what I'm saying. If anything, it just makes it... It improves the song. It gives the song this kind of immortality, if you will. In my opinion, I loved the song Stressed Out. When this song came out, I was completely in awe. I felt like it captured all my emotions at the time. I felt like someone had really taken what I had, like this angst inside of my body, and they put it to words, and they put it to a nice beat and all these things. But it got completely overplayed by the radio. It got completely obliterated by the fact that I wasn't the only person that liked this song and felt this way. Now, you put it with another song, you mash it up to another song that I really don't listen to. If anything, I get kind of bothered by the song. I don't really find it my favorite. And you put them together and it's unbelievable. So they took the music to Do I Wanna Know and put it to the lyrics of Stressed Out. There's an occasional like Do I Wanna Know like thrown in there, like a background singer or some type thing, and it sounds really sinister. It sounds really sinister, and it really brings back that feeling of what I felt when I first heard Stressed Out. I felt like it was really, when I first heard Stressed Out, I felt sinister, I felt new, I felt incredible, and that's what it kind of did for the song again. It gave it a sense of immortality. I can listen to the song over and over and over again now, because it's not the beat. This isn't overplayed. No one overplays this because it's a mashup. You can't really. I would find it really, really, really rare if the radio started to play mashups. One, because of copywriting, and two, it's just not everyone finds mashups exactly as appealing as me or the next person who likes mashups. So these mashups have extended the lifeline by like 10, 20 years. I could probably listen to this mashup 1,500 times and never get bored of it, just because of the fact that it will never be overplayed. No one else will really touch it. It's a hidden gem if you've ever known one. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is the stigma. Now, if you don't know what I mean by stigma, then let me clarify. Usually, if you've ever brought it up to someone about a mashup, or a remix, or really just like a reimagining of music, they aren't really open-minded about it. Usually the stigma around mashups, or remixes, or reimaginings is the fact that some people butcher these songs completely. And in my opinion, yeah, there are some really terrible mashups. There's some really awful remixes. Reimaginings, there's the only people that can really pull it off are the artists themselves. And I think that's all of that is complete hogwash, because it isn't exactly truth at all. There are some amazing mashups out there. It's like, in my last video I talked about PG-13 movies being complete and utter chaos, if anything, when it comes to horror, and that's usually kind of the same stigma you get with mashups, remixes, or reimaginings in general. It never sounds appealing. It sounds like it's like if something's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah, but in the sense that if you decided to break something and make like something else out of it, then maybe it was worth breaking. That's kind of how I feel about mashups. There's an incredible mix between Heathens and Tagger It by Melanie Martinez, and it's the beat of Heathens to the lyrics to Tagger It. It really kind of brings to light what the lyrics are. It really, the lyrics to Tagger It are incredibly dark. If you don't know what Tagger It is about, it's basically about domestic abuse and about how this stalker, he's like when people say like, oh, I stalked my ex on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, or I don't know, any social media thing, no one really takes it seriously. Everyone's like, oh, everyone stalks their ex, but no one really stalks their ex literally. Follows them around, beats them. It's an incredibly dark song, and I feel like the Beat to Heathens is just kind of captures what that is, that sense of what this song really is talking about. And you don't get that with original songs. You don't really get that with any original song I've ever heard. Unless you're talking about maybe, I think Nirvana did that really naturally, with Rape Me and Slither and a bunch of other songs. I think that's what really I appreciated from with Nirvana and all his music, because I think he really felt what his lyrics meant. Even if they made no sense, he really captured that. Kurt Cobain and even the people that helped him. But mostly, whatever Kurt Cobain had touched, it really captured what the lyrics, what he was talking about. He felt them. And I don't think anyone really does that. And it's not really, it doesn't really take away from any of the music. It's just, it kind of takes the imagination away from appreciating a song. Like, it doesn't really, it's not to the core. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're talking about is the mystery of the mashups. And by mystery, I just mean that the lack of publicity. I guess the mistake of what mashups are and what they aren't. I mean, they're just kind of like these, fan-made music. That's kind of how they get deemed. And, it's not sad, but it's really kind of not sucky, but like this song, This Car is Gospel, it's kind of a really intense song. This is gospel with the raps of car radio, the monologues of car radio, and it really captures what the hopelessness that these songs really have on their own. It's kind of an overwhelming song. Man, I'm telling you guys, y'all have to check these songs out, because you'll understand what I mean when you finally listen to them. To be honest, I guess the mystery of mashup is what happens? What happens next? After these songs are made? Like, do people just, listen to them and, kind of ponder on what could be? Or do these people who make these songs, should they continue to do more? Or should they, reach out, maybe see what the artists think of their work? Because part of me wants the mashups to get more publicity and, kind of destroy the stigma and, find a really good fan base, but I don't really know what it means. It's, I guess that's pretty much what the mystery is. Like, how, what do you do with these mashups besides just listen to them and really admire what some of these artists do on their own, what fans really like? I don't know. If you have some really nice suggestions of mashups that you would like me to listen to, leave it in the comments section. I would really like to hear about them. If you would like to discuss the mystery, leave it in the comment section, because I would like to discuss more on what, mashups are. Yeah. Alright guys, so, yeah. This, it's pretty much it. You can't really rate mashups, per se. I guess, check them out, see what you like, tell me what you think. Yeah. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you like mashups, if you have a lot of favorite mashups that you want me to check out, if you have suggestions of maybe some mashups that you would like to hear from, yeah, sure, that'd be awesome. We can talk about all the mashups. Leave it in the comment section. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.